Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9. Every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for this Friday. A Richmond man is in jail following a shots fired call in the Waco area. We've got the details on that. Plus, an overnight crash leads to the death of an elderly woman. And Charles and Keith are back with a report from the Capitol. We've got Todd in the Weather Center going to take a look at the weekend forecast, and Michael Watkins with your sports report. That's all coming up today live at 5. But first, our big story of the day. Firefighters from 3 Madison County departments battled a structure fire earlier today in the Idlewild area. That's off Barnes Mill. The blaze broke out, prompting a response from the Madison County Fire Department, the Whitehall Fire Department, and the Richmond Fire Departments. Crews arrived on scene to find the structure with active flames and work to contain the fire. Details about the extent of the damage or any possible injuries are not yet available. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation by local authorities. Further updates are expected as the investigation progresses, and of course, we'll have all the details right here as they become available. More news. A shots fired incident on Irvin Road in Madison County led to the arrest of a Richmond man. Just before 11 p.m. on Thursday, Kentucky State Police were called to the scene where Rodney D. Hunt, 52, allegedly discharged 2 firearms inside his home, aiming toward 3 other occupants. A juvenile in the residence sustained minor injuries and received on-scene treatment from the Madison County EMS. Hunt was taken into custody and lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. He has been charged with first-degree assault, domestic violence, and 11 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment, discharge of a firearm. The investigation is ongoing and is being led by Trooper Chase Gilbert with the assistance from Post 7 personnel, the Madison County Sheriff's Office, as well as the Madison County EMS. Well, the Kentucky State Police Post 7 Richmond is investigating a fatal collision that occurred just before 1:30 this morning near the intersection of US 27 and East Main Street in Stanford. Investigators say a vehicle operated by 75-year-old Sandra Airy of Creve Coeur, Illinois, was traveling south on US 27 in the northbound lane when they collided head-on with a vehicle traveling north on US 27, driven by 19-year-old Alexis Sloan of Waynesburg, Kentucky. As a result of that collision, Airy was fatally injured and pronounced deceased by the Lincoln County Coroner's Office. Sloan was transported to Fort Logan Hospital in Stanford with non-life-threatening injuries. The ongoing investigation is being conducted by the Kentucky State Police personnel. Well, with all the severe weather taking place throughout the state over the past week, local school systems have been struggling to have traditional school days. Many have opted to conduct NTI days for students to complete assignments at home. However, state representatives are looking at adding additional disaster weather days in response to the extended periods of severe weather. With more details on this and on homeschool education, Keith West and Charles Baglin report from the Capitol.
Legislation to alter the school calendar due to weather disasters was heard in the State House. House Bill 241 would allow the Commissioner of Education to grant up to 5 disaster weather days. However, the bill requires that in order to receive those calamity days, the district must first add time to their schedule. The bill's sponsor is Representative Timmy Truitt.
The goal of our bill, of House Bill 241, was to give our school districts a little bit of relief since they've been experiencing so much extreme weather this year. It will allow a district to count time in the seat as opposed to days attended. In my job as principal, I'd much rather have my kids in the seat for an extra 15 or 30 minutes per day as opposed to other options.
The disastrous flooding in eastern Kentucky has caused many schools to close, and those closures have become problematic for their districts. House Bill 241 passed in the House and now heads to the Senate for consideration.
Senate Bill 83 won approval in the Senate Education Committee during the 2025 Kentucky General Assembly. and that may be good news for homeschool students with college aspirations. Senate Bill 83 focuses on Kentucky Educational Excellence Scholarships. Also known as KEYS, the bill sponsors Senator Mike Wilson.
And basically what this does, it allows our homeschool students to be on par with our public school students in the KEYS Award.
KEYS Awards are funded by Kentucky Lottery proceeds. They require no advance sign-up nor application. Scholarship awards are calculated based on a student's grade point average. Senate Bill 83 provides that for homeschool students, or what is referred to as non-certified school graduates, their ACT score would be used in its place and translated into an equivalent GPA. Starting with a GPA of 2.5, a student would earn $125 per year, and that amount increases the higher the grade point average. For a GPA of 4.0, $500 per year. After 4 years of high school, that's $2,000 for college. Plus, bonus awards can be received based on ACT and SAT scores. Senate Bill 83 passed favorably in committee and now heads to the full Senate for consideration. Reporting at the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
Thanks, Keith and Charles, for that update. We're going to take a quick break right now. We're going to take a look at the weather following this break.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
When it comes to having someone work on our homes, you need someone you can trust. Someone who will get the job done the right way and be with you throughout the entire process. At Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration, they will meet with you and explain what needs to be done. They won't take advantage of you during your time of need and offer free roof inspections, water damage cleanup, water remediation, and restoration, plus more services. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Online at KentuckyRoofWorks.com and on Facebook. There when you need us.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBONTV.com. TV. It's been a very, very cold week. Let's see what the weekend has in store for us. Here's Todd.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. Yeah, certainly a wild week of weather. Of course, last weekend we were dealing with the heavy rain and then, of course, another winter storm pushing through much of the Ohio Valley. Here's the view from I-75 north of town. You can see the snow on the sides of the roads. Good news is that most of our main highways are dry at the moment. But here's a look at our snowfall from earlier this week. Some of these dark blues and yellows indicating around 4 to 6 inches of snow. So we definitely had that heavy snow this week. Here's a look at the current snow depth, and you can see how widespread the snow was from Tennessee, even portions of northern Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And then, of course, some snow on the ground to our north as well. You can actually see that on the satellite and radar. A little bit of cloud cover here, but again, some white showing up from southern portions of Illinois, Indiana, and across the Commonwealth. So much quieter weekend, thankfully. It will still be chilly. Temperatures tomorrow, good 10 to 15 degrees below average, but we are heading in the right direction. Gradual warming with some 50s next week, and that will trigger some rain showers. No weather worries tonight other than being chilly. Of course, our temperatures will be down into the mid-teens by tomorrow morning. We're going to top out near that 40-degree mark Saturday with some sunshine. Sunday, up into the mid-40s, so there will be some melting this weekend. And notice the direction of the wind Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday out of the southwest. That's a warmer wind, and it will be a little bit breezy at that point. But as I mentioned, no weather worries tonight. Looking at some sunshine on Saturday with a few clouds drifting in, but readings across the greater Richmond area tonight, right around that mid-teen mark. As you head to the north and east, there will be some single digits out there, but we should have no problem getting close to that 40-degree mark into the afternoon. Berea at 40 degrees, Danville 39, and Lexington will be into the 30s. But nice warm up here on Sunday, and our continued warm up, Gwendolyn, into next week with some on and off rain chances as well.
I am liking those warmer temperatures for next week. If you want to check out that full forecast, you can do that anytime at WBONTV.com. And of course, it'll be available on our Facebook page as well. Thanks, Todd, for that. Well, back in 2018, Richmond, in a historic first for the county, elected Dr. Robert Blythe as its first mayor. Mayor Blythe, who was not only born and raised in Richmond, has also been the city's highest-ranking public servant for the past 6 years. It's an experience he has to remind himself is new, not only, but for his city, too. Speaking with Fox 56, he said, "There are those who remind me, Robert Blythe, you are part of history." Dr. Blythe's political career started back in 1973 when, at 23 years old, he ran for Richmond City Commission, even though, according to election law at the time, he was too young to be on the ballot. He ran a second time in 77, but fell 11 votes shy. Although Dr. Blythe had always been interested in politics, he began his career in schools, teaching math and French at Eastern Kentucky University. However, he soon felt called to and joined the ministry. Dr. Blythe returned to politics in 2002 when he ran for city commissioner and won, serving in the position for the next 16 years. He then ran for mayor in 2018. He won and was reelected in 2022. Dr. Blythe stated, "I enjoy it because I realize even in that position, and especially in this one now, it's an opportunity, and this is not intended to sound noble, but it's an opportunity to help people." He went on to say that when he ran for office, his goal was to make and serve his city, not to make history. While his role as mayor doesn't allow him to pass ordinances, he says his position can encourage young African Americans. "It's awesome to see those children and those teens are genuinely interested in what I do," said Dr. Blythe. Some of them have even said, "I think I want to be mayor someday. I think I'd like to serve on this commission. I'd like going into kindergarten academy. I get to go 2-3 times during their school year, and I'm walking down the hallway and I pass one of the classrooms where I've visited before. I have to stop and laugh because you'll hear little ones in their inside voice say, 'The mayor's here.' I love that when the little ones know who the mayor is." Mayor Blythe is allowed to run for a third term under current city laws. While he reportedly has not made a decision concerning a third term, he said there are projects currently in progress that he'd like to see completed. For now, Mayor Blythe is working on an autobiography detailing his life growing up in Richmond to becoming the first Black mayor. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins up next with your sports report.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and PD.
From Hickson Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 news team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings. And log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Well, tonight, Madison Southern girls finish out the regular season with a matchup versus Lexington Catholic on WBON TV. Tonight in the Mammoth Bar and Grill, the Sports Report, Michael looks at the final day of the regular season.
Welcome into this Friday edition of the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. Tonight is the final night of the regular season for high school hoops, with many of our teams ready to begin postseason play next week. Earlier today, Madison Central senior guard Natea Strader was announced as the 11th Region Player of the Year. Strader led the Lady Indians in scoring at over 17 points per game and was tied for the team lead in rebounds. At one point, Central was 21-0 before losing a pair of games to two other teams ranked inside the top 10. Central will face Madison Southern in the first round of districts next week and will head into that matchup on Monday with 10 days of rest. Speaking of the Lady Eagles, it hasn't been the year Coach Kent Miller and this team thought it would be. In the first year under Miller as the head coach, the team heads into their final game of the season with a 10-14 record, but injuries and inexperience have played a huge part in that win-loss total. Going 2-6 down the stretch doesn't give the team a ton of momentum as they wrap up the regular season tonight versus Lexington Catholic. But anytime Hadley French and Lacey Sandlin are on the floor, their team is a threat to win. They host Lexcath tonight in our WBON TV Game of the Week in what will be the final game for us in the regular season as well. The Berea Lady Pirates are also in action tonight as they host Williamsburg, and Madison Central's boys head north to Covington Catholic to face the 20-8 Colonels, one of the top teams in the 9th Region. Central has really struggled down the stretch of the regular season, going 4-6 in their last 10 games. Injuries have really hurt as Luke Asher has missed a couple of weeks, and some of the depth that has been on the team throughout the season has also taken a hit. We'll see if they can get back on track tonight as the regular season comes to a close. Madison Southern's boys took a big hit themselves earlier in the week as senior point guard Kaysen Nobby went down on Tuesday and could potentially have had his career in an Eagles uniform end that night. They travel to Georgetown this evening to face Great Crossing, the preseason #1 team in the state, who hasn't lost a game since December 28th. The Berea Pirates have a chance to end the season on a high note as they host Paul Lawrence Dunbar tonight, looking for back-to-back wins to close out the season. Berea defeated the Bulldogs 59-48 last year in the regular season finale and will look to do so again at home tonight. We'll shift to college basketball now. The 8-game winning streak for the EKU men's basketball team came to a close as the Colonels fell to in-state rival Bellarmine 80-74. Turner Buttrey scored 22 points, but a cold shooting night doomed the Colonels shooting just 36% from the field and 30% from behind the three-point line. The win was just the second conference win of the season for the Knights, and for Eastern, they will close out the regular season with 2 more road games heading to Jacksonville on Monday before wrapping up the regular season at the University of North Florida. The EKU women's basketball team did come out on top, however, in their ASUN game last night. The Colonels won their 6th game in their last 7 tries in a 71-58 victory over UNF last night. Althea Cara Angeles led the way with 17 points while knocking down 3 triples, and fellow 5th-year senior Jasmine McGinnis-Taylor recorded her 12th double-double of her career with 12 points and 10 rebounds. EKU, with the win, still sits in a tie in 4th place with Stetson in the ASUN standings, but do hold the tiebreaker over the Hatters. Looking forward to another exciting sports weekend, and on Monday I'll be right back here with you to prepare you for the 44th District Tournament first round. For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay. When Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond, call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels! Is it here? Hey Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Welcome back to Alive at 5 on WBON TV. Don't let the frigid temps get you down. There's still plenty of fun to be had this weekend with stand-up comedy, theater performances, and a group crafting opportunity. Hear more about these events and others with WBON TV's Samantha Burford on this week's edition of the Weekender Report.
Welcome to this edition of the Weekender Report for the weekend of February 21st through February 23rd. It's a weekend full of basket making, concerts, productions, comedians, and exploring. I'm Samantha Burford. Let's get this weekend started. A tisket, a tasket, it's a basket. Would you like to try your hand at making a cute little basket? The Estill County Public Library is hosting their Weekend Creations class, and you can make plans for Saturday, February 22nd to attend this creative crafting event. Register now on their website and bring 3 different colors of yarn. This class begins at 1 p.m. in the Estill County Public Library. Fly away to Neverland and experience the timeless magic of Peter Pan. This enchanting adventure invites you to join Wendy, John, and Michael as they soar with Peter Pan to a world of wonder where pirates, mermaids, and fairies await. The Spotlight Acting School production of Peter Pan is happening on Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. and also on Sunday at 4 p.m. in Berea, Kentucky. Don't miss your chance to experience the adventure, the music, and the magic. Grab your tickets today and remember, all you need is faith, trust, and a little pixie dust. Go to thespotlightplayhouse.com for tickets. Also, get your tickets now for Chris Young with Christian Hayes at the Renfro Valley Entertainment Center. Chris Young is frequently complimented by music press as being a country traditionalist who has 14 career #1s. After scoring a major hit alongside Kane Brown with a song called Famous Friends, Young released his 9th studio album called Young Love and Saturday Nights. You can get your tickets on the Renfro Valley Facebook page or at etix.com. Doors open at 6:30 in the New Barn Theater, and the show begins at 7:30 in Mount Vernon, Kentucky. The Mad Axe in Richmond, Kentucky presents Comedy That Kills. It's comedy so good it kills. Tickets are $10 pre-sale and $15 the day of the show, which happens on Saturday, February 22nd. Doors open at 7:30 and the show begins at 8. With 4 comedians in the lineup, you will make it a night to remember. Arrive early or stick around after the show to enjoy axe throwing or billiards. The Mad Axe is located at 469 Eastern Bypass. As winter turns to spring, animals start emerging from their slumbers. There's plenty of mud on the ground for them to leave their footprints behind. Learn how to tell what clues in footprints and beyond might help you find what critters are scampering about. This family activity called Exploring Animal Tracks is happening on Sunday, February 23rd from 2 to 3 p.m. at the Berea College Forestry Outreach Center at the Pinnacles. It is free and open to the public, but is geared toward kids ages 5 to 10 years old. Thank you for watching this February 21st edition of the Weekender Report. If you have an event your community would be interested in, make sure to send me your information on Facebook. And be sure to hit the like button. And share these events with your friends to watch the Weekender Report every Friday on WBON TV. Thanks for watching. I'm Samantha Burford.
Thanks, Samantha, and thanks for you for watching today. Have a great weekend. Go out and do some of that fun stuff. And of course, I'll see you right back here Monday live at 5.